in this series of videos that I thought I would record on perspectives on education, I thought today I would talk about inner and outer worlds that we inhabit, and the difference that uh, has happened over the last, since modern education has come in, the difference that has happened in the way we have learned to look at it. Uh, the basic idea here is that if you look at this book of ours called Learning to Learn, where we've used this idea of visible qualifications and invisible qualifications. Visible qualifications are our, what we go through in our school and college and all that. And invisible qualifications are things that are not visible, not sensorial, they're internal to us, and which are to do with our relationships and which are to do with mm, internal, our internal world. And what has happened in modern education is that, or modern education, you can talk about modern science, because modern education is a way to really spread one kind of worldview in which modern science is a component of that. So in all this, what has happened is this inner world of ours has been completely ignored. Modern education has no space for um, talking about our inner landscape, and it is a large part of who we are. If you look at our the Hindu way of looking at it, of these five sheets of panchakoshas, in that there are five sheets in which Annamaya Kosha is just the physical external, the food body. It's called the food body. So all of modern education, modern science deals only with what is sensorially available, which is all in the realm of this material, sensorial. Uh, uh, so what happens is our individual lives uh, are much more than that, and this always this inside our heads, this break is always there between uh, what we perceive to be um, this rich inner life that we have, and this complete lack of any conversation about it in the day-to-day life that we are forced to lead as we go through our educational journey, and then use that to do a job or earn money and live a life. It's almost like we are being told that there is nothing else. This is all there is. This material thing is all there is, and we have to learn to live with it. And in our lived experience, all of us, all of us dream. So dreams are not material, or in the sense that if you look at a gradation between gross to the subtle, it's like everything in the modern educational thing and in modern science is all at the gross level, and these subtle dimensions are really banished. It's almost like we will not talk about it. And people who talk about it, like there are scientists like Rupert Sheldrake, their TED talks get banned when they talk about anything which is not to do with accepted gross reality, which is what that's all that's accepted. If you talk anything beyond that, you get thrown out of the establishment, basically. So it's a very strange place to be, especially in India. Uh, we are surrounded by our mythology and our stories. So there is no way to come out of this educational process without looking down upon everything that is ours, in that sense. Things that have, you know, they have stood the test of time, but now they are not good enough. Uh, it's a it's a strange place to be. So I think that one of the things that we can do about this, we cannot change the educational system. We can't change current the paradigm of science, the paradigm of modernity which is completely based on this material way of looking at the world. We can't do anything about it, but we can, in our own minds, uh, get clarity about what's going on here. We can say that, okay, this is what is currently prevalent in the world, and unfortunately we are having to live with it. We will do that. That's a task that we have to do. Like brushing our teeth in the morning is a task like that. Going through school and get a degree and do a job because you need the livelihood. I mean, we can question that also. Maybe as we go ahead in the series of videos, maybe we should start questioning that. But the point is that that is we can probably go through that process without buying into it completely, and say that I'm going to retain this other part of who I am. Everything that is in the subtle domain, I will I will not relegate it because no this modernity doesn't talk about it, because I have access to it directly, and I will work on that separately. So I think this is one mechanism which we can use to navigate through this, because throwing away the subtle dimension of who we are, throwing away which is really where all the rasa of life is. Everything subtle is what brings richness to our lives. So to throw that away just because modernity says it doesn't exist, whereas my lived experience says it does, seems to be not a very smart thing to do. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope the idea is valuable. I think everybody has to think about it themselves, and there's a lot of material available. This is the classical conversation about science and spirituality, and I think I'll provide some links in the description to the video, which can give you more material for doing your own work. Thank you.